Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we have yet another expedition from the Inghams, and today it is Norway. It was Norway yesterday as well. Anyway, the thumbnail I took one look at, right, and I saw the word camp and I immediately thought they're talking about Chris. Seriously, that's the only word that I picked up in that. But it's outdoor camp and cook at minus 13 degrees. It sounds like fun, but before we get into the murky world of the Inghams and their expedition to the Arctic Circle, and if anybody would like to join my channel membership, you can do so here. I would be greatly appreciative of the support. There's many perks on there, exclusive videos and things like that. You can learn more about me if you're interested in me, and you can do all that great stuff. Now, let's get into the meat and juices of the video that we are all here to see, and that is the Inghams heading to the Arctic again.
This is the nicest, nammiest way to start the day.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this one more time, Sarah. Please stop saying the word nammy in the wrong context, right? Just stop it, right? It's annoying. I know, well, I don't know. I'm thinking at this stage that she must be trolling, right? I think so. Because nobody could be... They've kind of ramped it up recently, and they've probably read it somewhere, you know. But the fact that they know what it means and that they're not saying it in the right context is kind of annoying, and it makes them look even more stupid than they already look.
It's so cute and cozy here. The girls are all taking... Probably the only time they hug. I'm joking. I'm joking. I was just saying it to get a reaction.
That's right, because that's all your life is about, isn't it? The reaction. Can I get a reaction for the vlog, please? It's Christmas morning. Gotta get that reaction for the fans. It's birthday. It's gotta be a reaction. It's been the best reaction, guys. It's a reaction. It's a reaction. That's why I do reaction videos too, Sarah, because it's all about the reaction, right?
Isla, Jason, Mila are playing down near the water. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? Like I've just left them playing near the water. Chris is down there as well.
Well, to be honest, that does not inspire me with any more confidence, because Chris is not really capable of looking after his own kids on the daily basis, is he?
But they're playing on the sand, throwing rocks into the water. It's super duper cute. Chris has got his drone out. These two are sat in this...
Case in point, really, then, isn't it? Chris is down there watching the kids, but he's got his drone out, so he's watching the drone screen, isn't he? He's not watching his kids at all, you know. He may as well not be there, right?
Cozy little cabin. One thing I'm actually gonna do on my Instagram as the videos, the reels that I've started to do.
The reels that you've started to do, Sarah, you've done it once, right? And you did it wrong. So I didn't touch on this at the time, but what happened was Sarah promised a mini vlog Monday, right? And she also promised that it would be what they got up to on the Sunday, and they would show it on the Monday. I think that was right, wasn't it? But when it came to it, they basically put what she put in the mini vlog also appeared in the main vlog the next day. So it wasn't a substitute for what we were missing out on. It was actually turned out to be a preview of what we were to expect. Very weird. Did it wrong. She's rubbish.
What, sweetheart? The drone. Daddy's got it. It's in the air somewhere. I'm actually going to do a things I love about Norway, because there's so many cute little quirky things here that I absolutely love. Maybe not super duper quirky, but I don't know, it just makes it feel like a really nice place to be.
Oh wow, I can't wait for this. Sarah Ingham's super duper cute guide to Norway. What, I wonder, will be included in this guide? Will it be the cute mountains, the snow, the cold, the freezing temperatures, the Christmas feels? Or, you know, Norway has a lot more to offer than just those things. You do realise that, don't you? Have you actually encountered anybody, a Norwegian person, whilst you've been there? Talk to anybody at all? And yet she's going to do her things I love about Norway. Please don't say it's Christmassy. Please don't have that included. That's an insult to all Norwegians everywhere, right?
And I absolutely love it. Like, for example, these cabins. Let me try and get a nice shot and show you what I mean. Yeah?
Can you take my hat? Can I take my hat off? I'm gonna take. Can you take my hat off? Just for a tiny bit. And take my coat down a bit because I'm really hot.
Jace, it's like -6, mate. How are you hot?
Well, I don't want to worry you, Sarah, but being hot when it's freezing is a sign of hypothermia. So you might want to check that one out a little bit. But aside from that, yeah, it is entirely possible to be hot whilst you're in a cold temperature. I don't know what to tell you, Sarah. Just look it up, okay? It's possible.
Also, have you been digging with your head? How have you got sand on your forehead? You can take your hat off for a bit if you're hot. Here, take it off. That's it. We'll take your hat off. I'll dip it down a tiny bit, but not a lot, okay?
Okay.
There we go. Is that alright?
And
I'd leave your gloves on.
But my hands are really, really hot.
Yeah, I know, but they'll soon get very, very freezing. It's minus temperatures. They'll get really cold, okay?
Okay, so Sarah, this little segment kind of worries me a little bit, right? No, I don't think he's got hypothermia, by the way, but what he's telling you is that he's struggling to regulate his temperature, his body temperature. He's out in the freezing. Obviously, he can't take off his top, his jacket, and his hat and gloves and everything. As a parent, a responsible parent, everyone, Sarah knows not to allow him to take those things off. But on the other hand, he is also hot. He wants to take those things off, right? So what does one do in this situation? Well, you could put him back in the van, obviously, and that would be a solution. But the other thing is that it doesn't seem like he really needs to be out in the freezing cold like for extended periods of time, which is a problem given you've intentionally driven him to a place with freezing temperatures for most of the day.
Okay.
Good boy. Right, this little hut, look. There's these little huts everywhere with these Dutch ovens so that you can obviously come on over, get warm. There's even candles on the table, which is just so cute. You can use the oven, and then someone's obviously used that rack that's just there on the bench. I'm not going to touch it, but there's also inside it here, I'm not sure what that is, probably maybe a recycling bin or something. And then this thing here has all.
And how would Sarah Ingham know what a recycling bin looked like? My goodness. You've never seen a recycling bin in your life, have you, Sarah? You have never recycled a single thing. I mean, for one thing, you're never home enough to actually do recycling. But even on the road, I mean, where do you put all your like rubbish? Not rubbish, but recycling rubbish. Where do you do? Do you just put everything in like the nearest public bin, or what's happening?
Also, like extra things here. This is full of toys.
Toys?
Yeah, it's got toys in there. I just love it. I know. I just love that this place just feels really like safe. Is that the right word? Safe's probably not the right word I'm looking for.
Well, no, safe is not the word I would describe a minus 13 degrees temperature, snowy mountaintop for the kids. Just saying.
Just so safe is probably the right word I'm looking for. If this was in the UK, then toys would probably be gone and the Dutch oven had been someone's back garden.
Oh, really, Sarah? Would that be Katrina's back garden? I'm sure it would be.
I'm joking. Don't all get offended. Don't all come at me. Kind of not joking, but kind of am.
And therein lies the truth, isn't it, Sarah? I'm joking. I'm not joking. I kind of am joking, but I'm not joking. See, you see, when you say things like that, that means that you're not really joking. You are telling the truth. So basically, you're saying that in the UK, full of thieves, full of thieves. Well, you grew up on Seacroft, right? You're probably gardens full of old toys, right? Just strewn about on the garden. I'm being very generalistic and judgmental, aren't I? I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you probably have toys all over your gardens too. But I'm just saying that Sarah Ingham is from that neck of the woods where they would steal an oven and stick it in their own gardens, right? She would do it. Chris, however, he was brought up a little bit more posh and a little bit more, you know, to do, and he didn't have, like, you know, I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of it. You know what I mean? He didn't steal things. You know, he made up for that in later life, didn't he? When he went out with his bits on the side and tried to get them to steal stuff. Isn't that what you did with... Jesus. It's a hard life being in Ingham, isn't it? They're not like that anymore, right? They're very posh. They live in a very posh part of the northeast, right? And they wouldn't dream of doing something like that. Very to-do, these two are at the moment. Lovely guys.
But yeah, it just feels really nice here and trusting and really, really lovely. And it's like, not just this. There's other things on this thing where I've been like, gosh, that's really trusting to leave there at. Where's the drone? You make me nervous. I hate it when the drone's out. I'm so anxious. And then when I see him looking all over and the drone going beep, 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 and he's looking everywhere, I'm like, have you lost it? It's like, no, I'm just looking for it, it's coming down. Makes me so nervous because he's obviously got a great track record with drones.
I don't like how glib you're being about this, right? The amount of drones that he's messed up and he's destroyed and he's thrown in rivers and stuff like that, right? It's like it means nothing to you. Those things cost a lot of money, right? And to you, it's like, yeah, it's just another tax write-off, right? That's what it is, you know. But, you know, I don't like it.
Right, JC boy's got some toys out.
I need these too.
You need them? You're going to do some digging?
Yeah.
Good. Ah, there she is. She made it back. That's such a cool shot.
So that was the super duper mega epic drone shot that Chris was trying to get, was it? Yeah, it seemed a bit pointless, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, it added nothing to the production level.
snow on the mountain caps over there being lit up by the sun is just unreal. In real life, obviously, it looks really far away.
In real life? Chris, do you even know what real life is? You live yourself in a constant state of make-believe and imagination and creating, like, you know, your kids, they don't understand what real life is.
I've got this wide lens on right now, but what? This place is just absolutely magical. I can't believe the footage I've just taken on the drone of it. It's so beautiful. Everyone needs to be putting Flam on their maps if they're driving through Norway. So the town of Flam is based at the innermost part of the Ålands Fjord, which is what this is behind us here. It's 204 kilometers long and 1,308 meters deep. That is crazy. And just round from here in Ålands, A-U-R-L-A-N-D-S, so Ålands. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologise. You can drive up a mountain pass up to 650 meters high onto the Stegerstein viewpoint. We did this last year. I'm definitely not attempting to drive up that in the big van because it was a difficult drive in the Sprinter, but it's incredible, and you can look down over this fjord from extreme height and it looks just unbelievable. So there's some really cool stuff you can do here. There's some popular sightseeing tours that start and finish here.
Right, there we go, Chris. We can start there. There's a sightseeing tour. Right, so when are you booking yourself on this sightseeing tour for the kids? Are they going to want to go and sightseeing? Is it going to... I mean, an actual tour might give you a little bit more of an insight into the history of the place. Maybe, like, how the mountains were formed or whatever. I don't know anything about the area, right? So I'm just speculating, but it might give you an insight, right? So are you going to book yourself on this tour so your kids might learn something, have something interesting, some information they could take back to their friends? And sorry, I did that in quote, like you couldn't see, but I was quoting the friends. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, you could go and have a look at that and see, or you're just not going to bother. Not bother, is it? Okay, on the road then.
On the mountain railway that starts in Flam and finishes in Flam.
Oh, actually, a mountain railway. I think that would be the perfect thing to do, actually. Jace would love that. You're not going to do it? You fucking morons, honestly. Imagine going on a mountain railway in the snow. That's like the dream, right? Maybe not for everybody. You know, I'm not a railway geek or anything like that. I just think that that image of, you know, being in the snowy mountains on the railway would be actually quite cool. I think, anyway. And anyway, my point is that the kids would love it. But will they do it? Will they fuck?
And you can also take a cruise down the fjord from here. I'm not sure if they're running in winter because I haven't seen any cruise boats today or yesterday, but they definitely do them throughout the year.
And the master traveller extraordinaire, Chris Ingham, didn't think to research the place that he was going to see if these cruises were actually running on the days that they were going to be there, you know. You didn't think to have a look up to see what is there that we can actually do. And no.
Mila just casually declared she's off to the park on the other side of the bridge. Mila! No! Come here! This is typical Ted. Mila, 2-year-old little nightmare. Mila Rosabelle! Get her, Jace. Get her, Jace. She's such a little Ted. She's strong-willed, she'll do what she wants and nothing else. Well, we've got to leave now, guys. It's going to be so cool. We're going to make some good yummy food as well when we get there. Okay? Hey? Come on, we got to go back now.
I'm not too tired.
Let's go.
Quick question, Chris. Now, this may be nitpicking a little bit, I don't know, but earlier your lovely wife, Sarah, was giving a little sermon to Jace about the whys and wherefores of wearing his hat, right? You can't take your hat off. It's freezing. So why am I seeing that Mila is running about without her hat on? You know, she's even younger, smaller than Jace. Needs a hat.
Get in the van, take our coats off, get warm, and get a snack. Sound good? Okay. Mate, I've got news for you, mate. We are. Come on. Let's get gone. This bridge is the most beautiful bridge ever. Oh, I love this place. It's so, so nice.
One thing that amazed me last time we came to Scandinavia that we've just done for the first time this trip is how you're just driving casually down the road and all of a sudden the road just stops and then you're in a queue and you think, is there traffic? And then you start going down and you're actually just rolling onto a ferry. You don't even realise.
It's so random.
It's so random. You're like, what are we waiting for? And they were like, are we in a queue here? Where's the road? And then the road's just gone and you're all piling onto a boat.
Yeah, I do seem to remember this happening last time. We had the same conversation last time as well. This time last year, in fact. Now, I would have thought maybe you could get away with it the first time, you know, you're taken aback by it a little bit, right? But second time round, you know it's coming because you've been there before, been there, done that, and you're expecting it. Also, the great travellers extraordinaire must surely have like a route planned out and know what's coming up. Maybe Chris knew, but he just didn't bother to tell you, Sarah.
And I remember last time we weren't even sure how we were supposed to pay because, like I said, we were just travelling down the road and then all of a sudden we were piling onto a ferry with everyone else. And we're like, well, how do we pay for this? So the next time we got to one, do you remember we stopped and we're like, where's the ticket booth? Yeah. Like there was some sort of ticket booth somewhere. It was actually not though, it's all done online and the same thing's just happened now. We're just rolling up, road's gone. So yeah, Chris is just going online now to, is it like it's like a thing you have to register, isn't it? I think you have to just register your car and then when your car's registered or something, the cameras take a picture of your reg plate when you get on ferries or something like that.
Yeah, I've still got
it charges you automatically. You've still got your account from last time, yeah? Yeah. And it just charges you automatically. So we all just got out while we sat in this queue, had a bit of a stretch up. I say we all got out, I don't mean we got out of the van, I mean the girls and Jace got out of their seats. And Aurora's not in her seat either at the minute, she's sat with Isla. But yeah, we're all about to get on our first ferry of this trip. Norway's so watery and wet that you're just constantly on ferries, aren't you?
There you go, everybody. Norway, so watery and wet, guys. Is that one of your favourite things about Norway? Is that going to go in the travel guide?
Yeah, right. I remember it from last time. It was so cool. Wow, what a view! I actually think we might just be going. There's another boat over there, so I think we might just be going over there. I'm not 100% sure though. There would have been a big bridge. It's probably cheaper just to run ferries, although you could be right. But yeah, kind of cool how to get around through all the fjords and things like that. You have to go on ferries. Oh my gosh, cold out here. Get inside. We're gonna go find a toilet. Ooh. I think most people just tend to stay in their cars because they are obviously not really a novelty when you're getting on them all the time and they're quite short journeys. But if I remember from last time...
Well, they're massive tyres. Little tyres. Whoa, they're big tyres.
Sorry?
Look there.
Whoa. They're massive. If I remember last time, there is... Wait, it's this way, isn't it, guys?
I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Some toilet and things. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so nice and warm. Oh my gosh, yes. There's like cafes. Look, there's like nice cute seating areas. And you don't expect this. You're right. It's cool. I was like, don't leave me. Oh, I didn't even realise you were coming.
Have a look there after.
I'll have a look now if you want. There's like little cafes and things. It's lovely. It's really cool. Cute. It is really cute. Are we moving? I feel like we're moving. I feel like right, let's go use the toilet. That is not me. It's all said why I'm having an ugly day. A day of the ugly. I don't look like me.
Just a normal day at the Inghams, everybody. A communal bathroom gathering. Nice. Just nice.
I have flat and horrible. I'm having a day with you.
You're always cute, Isla. Look how fast we're going.
We're going a bit fast.
That's really fast. Whoa, why does it make me feel really dizzy? That's so quick.
It's faster than an albacore.
That's really quick, isn't it?
Right, let's try to see where we're going. Oh yeah, we're here now. And the least they're going to be here.
Oh,
let's run.
Esme,
Yeah?
not fancy getting dressed today, lovey?
No.
Best way, keep on the onesie. I was right, it was just that quick hop over. We'll be there in a few minutes.
Oh my. Wow, so we just stopped for a planned Aurora feed stop. So I was just feeding Aurora in the van. And we couldn't have stopped at a more perfect place for this because it's the most beautiful fjord town I think I've ever seen. It's just, I just flew the drone around in so you'll be able to see like how actually beautiful it is because the footage was unbelievable. But just look at this place. You're probably going to be watching the drone footage right now rather than me just chatting and swinging the camera around because it's so gorgeous. But I can't even begin to explain how, even when you look at the video that we've just took, right, it's amazing. Like, it is amazing, the video, but you cannot imagine what it looks like in real life with your eyes when you get the...
Yeah, guys, you can't imagine what it looks like in real life with your actual eyes, right? Your actual eyes.
Scale, right, of how actually enormous the mountains are. You can't tell that from a camera video. But when you stood at the bottom of them and you can see actually how massively humongous they are, they're just so big that your brain doesn't compute it properly, and it's kind of like it's just like a massive explosion of your senses in your head. It just is crazy. Like, you have to, if you can, everyone has to see this once in their lifetime. Norway, I would bet my bottom dollar that there is not a singular other place on earth that is more beautiful than Norway in winter. I would hands down put money on that because it just is so beautiful. All three Scandinavia countries are all totally different from each other. Norway's all about the dramatic scenery that blows your mind out of your skull, and that's what this is doing every turn. Like,
that's a bit aggressive, isn't it? Your mind gets blown out of your skull. You know, it sounds a little bit sort of aggressive to me. Maybe it's just the way I said it.
You go into a tunnel through a mountain, like you're passing literally under the ground through a mountain, and you pop out into Narnia like this. You pop out into a town like this, and then you go back into another mountain and you pop out like of another rabbit hole into another Narnia. That's what it's like. That's what Norway's like, all the way up, in and out of mountains, in and out of different Narnias.
Different Narnias? What the fuck is he on about? Seriously.
It's insane. Anyway, We've got an hour left before we get to our destination for tomorrow, because we're doing something that's pretty spectacular tomorrow. It looks pretty spectacular anyway. So we're going to stop very soon, and we're making a special little outdoor dinner tonight, which I'm really looking forward to. We're getting the Dutch oven out, all the tripod and the fire and all that, and we're going to make a real nice little wild camping goulash type of effort.
A wild camping goulash. It sounds lovely, Chris. It sounds... Oh my word, it sounds lovely.
So, let's get back on the road. And welcome to Home for the Night. A beautiful little park for night recommendation. So, it's very quiet. It's kind of like a big coach park behind a shopping centre. Sort of thing we're staying in tonight. At the bottom of a big fjord, which is very beautiful. So tonight, we're not dining al fresco, we're cooking al fresco in the Dutch oven. Although because we're in like a kind of like a town and like a coach car park type of thing with shopping centre and stuff, we were going to get the tripod out and the fire pit and stuff and cook on the Dutch oven with the tripod, but I think that might be a bit frowned upon in this place, so we're just going to do it on the grill. We're going to cook the Dutch oven on the actual gas hob outside tonight. So me and Sarah are going to whip up a little storm al fresco style. Sarah's busy right now preparing all the veggies and whatnot. How's it going, babe? All good?
Yeah, all good.
Oh,
Shut the door, it's so freezing.
it is Billy Baltic right now.
You can stand out there with this, I'm not. Oh, first things first, let's get my coat on. Ooh, now you're talking. Why have I got snow on my seat? I don't really fancy getting a drenched bum. Oh my god, it's actually frozen. The snow has actually frozen solid. Oh, that's how cold it is, guys. The snow has frozen solid ice on the seat. It's a cold one tonight. But do you know what? Half of you lot sat at home, hopefully toasty and warm, are probably thinking I've lost the plot when I say this. Oh my gosh, is my zip frozen? If you get the tiniest bit of water or anything on anything, it just freezes instantly. But yeah, 90% of you guys are probably going to think I've lost the plot, but you can't beat this. A bit of outdoor cooking in minus blooming, I don't even know what, but it's definitely in the minuses. I might have to put some gloves on, you know. Right, I've prepared all the veggies, and now I'm going to brown this. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but sure, oh my gosh, it's freezing. It was with the meatballs, but it looks more like a patty, like a burger patty. So I think it's like a burger meatball.
So you bought something and you didn't entirely know what it was. It could have been anything, but we'll give it a go, won't we? We'll put it in under the meatball category, right? It might be meat, it might not be meat, it might not even be meat, it might be a meat substitute, who knows? But it could be something completely different, right?
Or just a burger, or just a flat meatball. Either way, it's pork. So I'm going to brown this off, and then I'm kind of going to, depending on how it browns, I'm either going to chop it up, or I'm going to just mush it, because I don't really want it to be like burger form. Let me open one and show you. Okay, this smells like an IKEA meatball, but it looks like a Five Guys burger. Oh, that smells so good. Right, I don't want it to be in that form. I want it, where's the back of whites? I want it to be in like, you know, a mush. It's going in a stew, you know? I want it to be like mushed in the stew. The pan's just warming up and the gloves are coming out because my fingers actually feel like they might drop off. There we go. I can still cook with these on because kind of like this. I might even put a few hand warmers in.
Not gonna lie, this whole process makes me feel like I don't want to go. I don't want to join you, Sarah, in Norway, right? I don't want to be waiting whilst you are cooking outside in the freezing cold. I don't want to cook outside in the freezing cold, right? I don't want to do that. One thing that I value in my life is warmth, and I don't want to be freezing. Not whilst cooking, anyway.
Here to keep my toasty and warm when I'm not needing to use them. This is so fun. This is an adventure. This is what this is all about. It's doing things out of your comfort zone. It's coming outside to cook. When really I could do this in the van, on the oven, on the hob, sorry. But where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? I could do that at home. And I'm not at home right now. I'm in the middle of Norway. And I'm making the most of it. Got them sizzling away nicely. Okay, you can't really see because the camera's steaming up. But I just added, nope, can't see a thing, can you? Here we go. Nope, still can't see a thing. Anyway, added some leftover hot dogs. And now I'm going to put some chicken stock in, some beans, some tomatoes and all the veggies I chopped up before. Pop the lid on and then leave that to sizzle away. There we go. Looking good.
This was like a mad idea in our heads, but actually it's turning out probably boss. We've got beans in, tomato puree in, loads of chopped tomatoes, onions, potatoes. It's looking boss. We're going to add some more carrot and mushrooms too.
Put the carrots in because they're going to take ages.
Okay, everything's in, it's looking good.
Oops, a bit much rosemary there, it's all good. Bit of smoked paprika, bit of garlic and herbs. And then I think we're almost ready to give it a mix. Put the lid on and hope for the best. And now we wait. I'm hoping it doesn't take longer than like 30-40 minutes. Fingers crossed. It smells so good. Also, we're parked up at a motorhome hookup right now. There's actually electricity, but it's just off the road. It's like in like a supermarket type of car park. Not actually a supermarket car park, but just a really random hookup on the main road. So this car's constantly driving past, probably looking at me thinking, what is that moron doing right now?
But it is a motorhome parking spot.
It's actually a motorhome parking spot. But this is really cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it, man. It's cool. It feels good. It's got a good vibe.
It just feels really funny because it's so cold. But we're just sat out here cooking dinner when we could be doing it inside, but we're not because, you know, why? We're on holiday, do it all.
You got wild it, haven't you? This is wild, isn't it?
I've got what they called, the camera's not even working properly. It's like slow-mo. It's like lagging. But I've got hand warmers in my gloves, so I'm toasting up now.
Oh. Now the smell coming out of that, you would not believe how good it smells. It's unbelievable. Right, let's give it a stir then, man. Oh, that is looking good. Camera steam. Oh wow. It's had an hour now, so I'm just going to chop our tatty out. See what the tatties are tasting like. And we'll see if we're ready. Need my thermal gloves on for opening that because it's very, very hot. Ooh, let that cool down a second. Give that a taste, see what it tastes like.
Dinner is served. Jason and Mila are already eating. This tastes and smells so good. That was the nicest dinner I've ever had in my whole life. That was
Really
so
well done, babe.
It was so tasty. My mouth's on fire and we've got leftovers for tomorrow, so
Sweetie, go sit down with it.
I'm happy about that. I'm not gonna lie, my toes are still thawing out from that. I didn't have socks on. That was a bit of a stupid mistake, but it was so delicious and I'm so glad that I did actually go out there and do it, because I just feel like it just added to the whole vibe of the meal.
It added to the whole vibe of the meal. Does the meal need a vibe? Is there a vibe that's attached to meals, or is it just meals? Is it just food usually, but it doesn't have a vibe? Most people don't have vibes. I don't know. Maybe I'm living under a rock somewhere.
Anyway, tomorrow, is there a smudge on the camera? Probably. So
No, Sarah, that's just your head.
there's a smudge on it. Tomorrow, we're doing something really cool, and it's something, before anybody says, oh, it'll probably be like, I don't know, snowmobiling again, it's something we've never seen before in real life, or never done before.
So I'm guessing it's this. It seems to be an igloo that they doing at the moment. Although if it is this, I'd have to, you know, throw a little bit of doubt over the whole we've never done this sort of thing before, when last year you went in that ice hotel thing. I mean, I know it's slightly different, but it is kind of similar. There was lots of snow and ice like this. So just saying, I'm thinking that it's not quite as unique as you make out. Although, weren't you building an igloo the other day? Didn't you say? Anyway.
Never done before, never seen before. So I'm really, really excited. We've driven most of the way here. We've probably got an hour to drive in the morning, have we? Half an hour.
Yeah, we're close.
So we're quite close by. It's going to be such a cool... literally. I am really excited to go.
Sarah with her jokes, it's going to be cool, literally, which means, yeah, it's the igloo thing, right? And but I'm here to tell you that, Sarah, that the igloos, aren't they notoriously warm inside? That's why people can live inside them. The Eskimos, you know, Eskimos, they live in igloos, right? Because they're warm, right? They encapsulate the heat or whatever. I don't understand the science behind it, but it happens, right?
And do it. I can't wait. This trip has already been epic, and I can't wait to continue. I forgot to vlog this yesterday, but I actually saw a couple of meese on the drive.
Meese, so some mice, a mouse on the drive.
No, meese.
Yeah, some meese, yeah.
Meese, like geese.
Do you mean a moose?
You know, goose,
mean
moose. No, goose, moose,
Right.
geese.
Yeah.
Meese.
No, I'm pretty sure moose, plural, isn't meese. It's a mouse.
Winding you up, you muppet.
Well, to be fair, Sarah, the amount of times that you misspell words is just, you know, you can see why we would believe that you thought that it would be meese. You know, like the sheeps, yeah? I mean, things like that. They don't hold you in good stead when it comes to the English language.
Because his face then. It's my zip open. Oh my gosh, my zip's so about exposing myself. I just fed Aurora. I was joking. Me and Isla was joking about
yesterday.
yesterday.
Crossing the road. Wow.
I said I saw two moose yesterday, but we and Isla were saying if goose and moose, and plural for goose is geese, why is plural for moose not meese? I was just saying it's a line joke.
Pretty sure it's just mooses.
It's not mooses.
It's all two mooses.
Mooses?
It's all two moose.
It's just moose, I think. Anyway, I saw two yesterday and they were flipping huge. And the reason only I saw them is because it was dark. I was looking out the window, Chris was driving. Anyway, that's it for today's vlog, guys. Make sure you come back tomorrow because it is definitely going to be an epic day. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 5 PM. Good night, guys.
Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth, guys. It's going to be epic tomorrow, so you better come back then, right? Sarah wouldn't lie. Chris wouldn't lie. It's going to be epic. We've never heard that one before, so we will take it as read that it's going to be an epic adventure. So please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it at any stage. Please give it a thumbs up. Comment all of your thoughts about it down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, have a brilliant day. Take care of yourselves and bye-bye.